Hello and welcome back to the Gamer's Tale. Seems like it's been forever that I've actually done one of these, but tonight we're going to be talking about movement in games and scaling your characters in both tabletop and console and video games and all that other things. What actually brought up this topic for me was that I got invited to do another D&D game. So I got to create my own character for like the first time ever. I was super jazzed about it. And I found that the character I selected with the race would be about 6'6". And so I had to thinking about worrying about, can my guy fit through the door? And we literally had part of the session where we were talking about the location we were going to be going in, and it said, "Oh, there's kingdoms of dwarves here." It's like, okay, hang on, I gotta stop you right there. How big are the tunnels? Because I know we're going to be going in there, and I not have my dude fighting on hands and knees because the tunnel's like 4 feet tall, and my guy's a giant.
like everything's fought from the supine position. You just get to scoot with your legs.
The best part about it was that in the game, I went to a tavern and they gave me half a gallon of beer when I ordered it.
Just huge. Like, here you go. You can handle it. Like,
yeah.
What is this? A communion cup?
I asked one of the other player characters if he wanted some beer because he offered to let me use his room instead because he was going out on patrol or something, and I made up some BS about my tribe because my guy's an orc, but not letting anyone drink any less than he did. So I was going to order him this half-gallon of beer and have this little elf man drink it. He's like, "Oh no, according to the tavern rules, we can only serve him a pint at a time." So I said, "Well, buy him 2 pints." He tried so hard to get out of that second beer, and eventually did. Anyway. For the most part, I usually forget about character size in games. Like with the character size for you, Josh, in our RPG, I don't think we even ever determined how tall our characters are.
No, I don't think we did. And like in some other modern games, they really take the scales a little bit weird. Like StarCraft. Well, I mean, I understand why they do it. Like StarCraft 2. They have battle cruisers that are like the size of SUVs versus the Marines and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, like
they gotta be way larger than that. They do have a few mods for StarCraft 2 that fix it, but it makes the Marines look super tiny.
Yeah, that's more about the scale thing.
I always thought it was kind of funny in most games. Like you have like the dwarven cities in World of Warcraft, and you have like Orzammar in Dragon Age, and when you go like in that and like Orzammar the town, I get it, it's a big cave and it's ceilings like 200 feet high and stuff, but then you go in the what's called like the deep roads, which is just a series of tunnels that are all underground that connect the cities, and all like in all the tunnels, all the ceilings are like 20 feet high for people who are like 4 feet tall. And it's like really, and all the doorways are like 6, 7, 8 feet for people who are like 4 feet tall. It's just like I never really thought about it until now, but
hey, Orzammar looks like Ironforge and WoW.
It does, yeah. It looks a lot like it.
That's so cool. Okay.
It would make sense for the
a lot of the dwarven, I guess, culture is similar too.
Like Tolkien
like it's
based, Tolkien based, like
yeah,
like Moria
and Ironforge.
Yeah, exactly.
Now I can understand why the tunnels are so tall in wherever area you were talking about, because I've been in some caves and the ceilings are just absolutely up there.
Yeah.
good 20, 30 feet if they're natural formations. But then there's we carve this out of the heart of the mountain kind of thing. It's like, why you carve it so tall? Unless you really had to get something through there.
Yeah, like why would you want it to be 20 feet tall? I mean, and in the game they had golems and stuff like that were tall, so I guess that would make sense for that aspect. But like these people were all like, got a bunch of little battle gnomes. Like, like why? who cut the ceiling 20 feet high is more what I want to know. But
unless they started up at the top of the ceiling and worked their way down. That's
maybe
to get more stuff out of the area. And it's just to say, you know what? Let's make this look nice.
Did someone just
maybe
say battle
so.
gnomes?
But I think I said battle gnomes. That's what I call short people who shoot a lot and stuff.
And stab kneecaps. That's what they do.
Yeah, and stab kneecaps. Yeah.
Oh, that's right. You weren't there for that. One of the bard of your group in the Onyx Feldspar is a gnome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
He's actually nice. Nice dude.
He is, yeah.
Yeah.
Ben's an awesome guy. I'm going to have fun having you guys play together. You would mesh very well. But the thing about it is as he's about to assassinate the king, he begins singing Silent Whisper while they're trying to be... Or sorry, Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
Careless Whisper in the midst of the guy's bed chambers as he's about to smother him.
You're never gonna dance again.
His guard's like right over there. Of course, Jose was very amused by this, and Josh knocked him out with a sleep spell. It took the gnome 5 minutes to get up onto the bed.
Oh, that was funny.
So there's another thing for size. I think we did because I remember gnomes are kind of short. So this is an average human-sized bed. He might have some trouble.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. So obviously, size in that respect can give you a lot of leeway. But then there's problems where it's like with my character. It's like I'm the tallest character in the game.
If the person's asleep, like for that thing, like, do we get a bonus for like, assassinating them in their sleep, or is that a?
I don't know. I've been very lenient with the stuff. I've just like given you guys levels each time you completed a mission. So you technically are like 4 or 5 levels higher than when you started.
It's not as well structured, but it is fun.
Oh yeah, as the first time being a GM, and pretty much the first time ever playing D&D, I think it's going decently well for the skill level involved, which is none.
Yeah, and it's it's more just for the fun of it.
It's the adventure. I actually have part of the next part planned out, so that's going to be good.
Oh man. Somebody was telling me, somebody I used to work with, they were telling me that this dude Clint I used to work with, they had this D&D game going for like years, and they played like every other weekend. And just in the course of time, he had just, of course they all write out inventory and stuff, and he had like 5 dead bodies because they forgot to set weight limits. So he's got like 5 dead dudes that he's just been walking around with for a year.
Oh my God.
And they're like, all right, you got to do something with them. Like, like drop them off somewhere.
That reminds me of Stalker. There's literally a field in the zone next to a manufacturing plant. There is a pile of about 6 dead guys in there that I just decided to toss there. What I should do is actually stretch them out in a line, because if you search the bodies again, you could get directions to stashes to find things. And that you search bodies that you've already searched, because it's actually like a random event that you get. So I gotta unstack the dead bodies.
Gotta unstack them, lay them out straight, search them all, stack them back up,
and then get some more and stack some more bodies.
Literally, I was like, I'm trying to avoid spending as much ammunition as possible, and I walk on like every 5 minutes. a group of 3 to 5 different groups of bandits of 10. It's like I
In
just
Fallout 4, I have like a room, and it's a thing. Oh, like it's like a cultist group or something like that happens, and they try and get you to work with them, and if you refuse, they all attack you. So I killed all of them, and it's like, gotta be 12, 15 people, and I just stacked them all up in this tiny room. So you walk in there, and it's just all these dead people. Just, and I even like went through the process to cut all their limbs and their heads off. So it's like torsos in one corner and heads in another corner, arms, and then legs. It's awesome.
Yeah, like I used to do that. What do you call this? To clean up places so that I can use their like base.
Yeah.
It's mine now.
Yeah, it's mine now. I mean, it's not like a settlement, but at least you got a place to like repair your stuff.
Yeah. It's fun, every now and again you walk in here like, I don't remember what's in here. Oh yeah, it's all those people I packed up.
It's the site of a bloody massacre.
Oh yeah,
my murder closet.
I did that. Like, oh man, I used to have a bunch of that in Morrowind because I decided I was going to kill everyone in the entire game, and to include Vivek, and who was like the big boss in there, and that was hard to do. But eventually I did it because the only people who respawn are the guards. So like your guards will respawn, but everybody else just dies.
Oh dang!
Yeah. So like
it's like a ghost towns everywhere.
Yeah, so when you kill people in the game, if they're pertinent to the story, like it'll come up with a message and it'll be like, you can reload your progress, or like you killed somebody critical to the story, you can either reload your process or you can continue playing in the doomed world you've created. Yeah. It's awesome. That was before, but in like Oblivion, they made it so that people that were important to the story couldn't die.
That sucks.
Yeah, super lame, right?
Garvin or Presley Garvey or something like that, or
Preston Garvey.
Yeah.
I think you can kill him. You can kill him after your quest.
No, he's still what do you call this follower? So you can.
Oh.
So what you do is you click the tilde button for console.
Yeah.
Click him and then click disable or type disable and press enter.
Huh.
You're disabling this man. You sick monsters.
So, and then he just disappears, and you don't get that general. I heard news of a settlement in need.
Yeah.
Well, that's that guy.
Hey, General, settlement needs your help. I think I'll mark it on your map. It got bad to the point where I ended up sending him to just some random settlement that we had because I got tired of going and doing it. Because then when you don't do it after a certain amount of time, it sends you with this failure thing like, oh, everybody died. You feel bad. Right?
My current feel bad job in the game is to rescue in Stalker, is to rescue a faction's captured individual. So I have to clear something about the size of a small manufacturing plant full of like 30 to 40 opposing bandits, and I have to go from room to room with my suppressed AK-74U, by the way, just having it out with like 5 to 6 guys each room who can come up behind me and other crap. And it's just like, okay, I ain't coming back here.
Like, you got to do it like clearing tactics. Just bust through the door and like pop, 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 pop.
That's what the game is actually pretty inaccurate or accurate for how much of a pain in the ass it is to shoot some dude. And it's like I'm trying to pop them all with headshots because I only got like 200 rounds of ammunition. I spent 100 on each guy.
On a scale of like Rainbow Six Siege and Battlefield 2, how annoying is it to kill someone?
It's about a midway.
Midway.
If you can have someplace
where you're like shooting at the guy, and you have your crosshairs on him, you're doing burst fire, and none of your hits hit.
Oh, that's at a decent distance. If you're not really close, hosing the place isn't going to work. So pretty much the entire premise of Stalker says that you need to actually pie that corner and clip away at them with single fire at great distances until they're dead or until they've made their way closer enough to you so that your accuracy is dead on.
Oh, so it kind of falls off with accuracy. Okay.
It does, yeah.
That's cool. That's actually pretty accurate.
It's a very well-made game. It's actually kind of funny because sometimes I can get one-shot pistol kills by just putting it right in the middle of their face. And it's just really sweet to see that.
T-zone, man. T-zone.
Yeah, you actually have to do that a lot, especially if you start facing...
Craniocular cavity.
Yeah. Especially when you start facing the soldiers, because they have more chest armor and stuff, so it will just, like, you can clip away at them for quite some time, they won't go down, so it's just like face, 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 face until it's no more. Yeah. But it got to the point where, despite the fact that you start off with a double-barrel shotgun, or you pick up a double-barrel shotgun, it's the crappiest rifle in the game, but if you run up to some dude really close, or have them get close enough, you can just end their face with it. But you only got 2 shots, so...
Luke. Yeah, just come up with like Ash Williams thing, like paga, paga. That's awesome. Oh, give me a sec.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like with terms of like scaling and stuff, other games do it pretty well. Like a lot of the RPGs, Skyrim, for one, had pretty good scaling with like dragons and like larger beasts and stuff. So
Dragons. Yeah, that like the scaling's pretty good in most of the games I play because I didn't really think about much of it, and sometimes it's not really pertinent to the game. But sometimes, like Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap and things like Mario, you actually have to worry about the size of your character in order to get to places.
Yeah, right.
So it's a really, really great way to have something included in the plot, but sometimes it's just like, it's not really necessary, but it's a nice detail to think about. Like oversized chairs or something. It's like,
Do you think it's more like a genre versus, like individual? Because most RPGs are pretty decent. Like Witcher 3 is pretty good. Skyrim,
I would say it's probably more of a genre thing because Evil Within 2 had like this enormous easy chair that's like twice the size of this love seat, and it's just like a single chair. It's like, who bought that? Who sized that? Are we supposed to be focusing somewhere else, or did they just not think about it? Because it looked like the sprite has been just slightly overstretched.
Right. The food scales pretty well actually in like Skyrim. The roasted tomato and the salmon fillet.
Yeah, like and they did pretty well as far as like weight and stuff like that goes too on your scales. Like I will say cabbages though are huge in that game. Like I've never seen cabbages that big. It's like an Irishman's dream, but man.
I remember the first time
Skyrim, they did pretty well with proportions.
I remember the first time I played Skyrim, I couldn't figure out how to sheath my weapon. So I walk into the first shop and I'm like this.
People will treat you differently and stuff when you have your weapon. Yeah, like your speechcraft and stuff goes down when you have your weapon open. It's harder to strike deals with people and persuade them and stuff like that too, unless it's intimidate, and that goes up when you.
There's one that actually kind of reminds me how my character is set up. I have the orc. He's a paladin. I don't know why I chose that, but I just wanted an orc paladin. He has a 16 charisma with a proficiency in intimidation, so he gets a natural +5 every time he's gonna try to intimidate someone with the roll he has to do.
My first character was a right guard on Skyrim, and that was the one that I played him forever. That was on PS3. And man, I got him to where he was like, I had 100 archery, 100 sneak, 100 two-handed, one-handed, like, just pretty much I maxed him out everything, even like heavy armor, light armor, medium armor, and just I played him so much. I played through him the entire game, all the factions in the game, all the DLC, and a ton of side quests. And he was just so overpowered. It's ridiculous. I'd one shot guards and stuff like that. Like,
nice. That just
Like a
sounds
walking,
awesome.
like a walking demigod.
yeah, pretty much. Like there's a thing and it goes through like a meme and it goes through all the different races of Skyrim, and but everything boils down to like they make decent stealth archers. like so it's like Red Guard like has adrenaline rush, makes a decent stealth archer, really good with one hand. Like it's like wood elves like make great stealth archers. Speechcraft goes up. Like,
Oh man.
this is what you end up doing in that game. There's either usually I find either two people there, either like in everybody's face and either burning the place down or just slaughtering people, or they just go through real stealthy and shoot everybody in the face.
Yeah.
That's my preferred way of playing.
Yeah,
Like stealthy and shoot people in the face.
yeah. Get
And
those like
have a
long
surprise.
shot bow kills.
Yeah.
You can't see me. Twang. As it should be.
I love it. I love like getting a good headshot on somebody and like, but I love it when it doesn't kill them. So they just have an arrow sticking out the side of their dome, and they're walking around like it's nothing.
Like, everything is fine.
like, yeah,
right.
this is fine.
This is
The
fun.
best thing I've seen is Fistful of Frags. You can't kill your teammates on that, but you can stick arrows in them. And so I've got people going around with the point of an arrow sticking out in the middle of their forehead, and the feathers coming out the back, and they're just like going around like this.
It's really funny to like get up on like the fast travel guy in Skyrim, like get up, find something, set it down, and then jump on it so you can get a good angle, and then shoot the horse in the middle of the head, and he'll just be like, "Hey, what are you doing there?" But then he has a unicorn, or walks around. I
That's
had one
awesome.
perfect, like right in the
I've
middle of
never
that.
done that before.
It's like right in the middle of its head, and that's he rode around like that. It went for like a week in game.
That's funny, man. What kind of arrow did you use?
I went with low damage because I didn't want to kill the horse, so it was like an iron arrow.
Ah, gotcha.
Like usually I'll use like glass ebony or daedric arrows, but daedric arrows are short supply all the time, so it's like, I save those for when I'm like I really want to one shot this guy.
Hmm.
Do
Get out
you
the
add like
boomstick.
poisons and stuff, or
Do what?
do you add poisons and stuff like that?
No, I just go for the damage. I didn't really know that you could add poisons until like I was like, why do I have all these poisons? Until like I bought the Game of the Year edition for the PS4,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, oh, you can. I just thought you could enchant them. I was like, oh, you can actually poison all your blades.
Yeah, and you can
That makes sense, yeah.
enchant and poison. So
Mm-hmm.
like I went like straight up console after my first playthrough,
Yeah.
and then I could basically one shot a dragon with like one like regular hit with an axe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, just because
Dude.
you get your enchanting all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
Like and then you enchant like things that'll increase your like enchanting attributes like boots, gloves, and headgear.
Yeah.
What about
Oh,
pants?
okay. Yeah.
No, pants I don't think does that. Just headgear and gloves.
So you're just
Enchant.
walking around with a hat and gloves and boots on?
Yeah,
You said some.
yeah, like you have a dedicated like an enchanting set. So and then you enchant them until you get to your max level, right? And then once you get to
Yeah.
your max
Yeah.
level, um, you could craft like poisons and stuff like that that'll like one shot
Enchantment.
with an arrow. So there's that one time. You remember? Did you play any of the DLCs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you?
I played through both of them.
What was the Dragonborn DLC? I think that's the last one, right?
Yeah, when you're dealing with that really annoying dude, that's also like Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Him,
and
right. You
when it
remember?
brings you into Morrowind, that game
Yeah,
brought me
right.
back, man.
You remember that that dragon that you had to fight,
Hmm.
in before you get to him.
Yeah.
It's a dead dragon. I one shot that guy, and the game broke
Really?
because I one shot him. I had to restart it. I was like, oh crap, I forgot to save. So I had to play. I had to play through it twice because I forgot to save.
That's awesome.
He was still in the air, and I was like, oh yeah,
I
you
think
fucking
what
on
really
it.
made me mad. Oh, dude, this like made me livid. I killed every dragon on Morrowind, and I killed two before I really got to the part where he would steal all the souls. But I killed like two more when he was there, and he just come out of nowhere and steal your soul. And I tried to kill him right then. I hit him, and I was like, no, die! Like, you want no sauce? And so I was too low level when I played through on that because I was playing through on the PS4. I just skipped what I think I did like the Nightingale quest with the Thieves Guild and stuff,
Mhm.
and I may have done the Dark Brotherhood quest, but I just didn't feel like playing through the storyline again. So I just went straight from that to the DLC, and I wasn't high enough level to really do the damage I wanted, and I wasn't going to turn the difficulty down because my pride. And so I just went through. Yeah, I went through and I killed all the dragons. And I was like, man, you're taking all my dragon souls. Like, I was so mad. I had to leave Morrowind, go back to Skyrim, start killing dragons, then go back to kill him.
Did you guys ever do like any type of like magic playthrough? Like you're a caster?
I brought my magic up a little bit. I mainly just use magic to heal. Like I fast heal was my thing. So I'd usually have like a sword and then fast heal in my other hand. Because you just hold
They
on the button, he lets it go, and it
they had
brings
that
off like a quarter of the
fire.
way.
I think it was called Firebolt or something like that, or like a Firebolt
Mm-hmm.
Fireball,
spell.
Fire Scroll.
Yeah. No, it's like a fire where it explodes. Where
Yeah, yeah, I know
the
what you're talking about.
yeah. So that's probably one of the best like spells in game for just like wiping out a
Yeah,
whole bunch of people.
Spam it.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what I did because the higher level spells, um I did master all four of the like the master level spells, but they didn't really do as much damage as just a two hand
Fireball.
cast. Yeah, a two
Yeah,
hand cast. Fireball.
yeah. I've never been like as much of a magic user and stuff in games. I've always kind of like the you know, just kind of going
Direct
at you,
damage.
getting into it with the sword and hacking people apart.
Yeah, that's my
I think,
preferred way to do them too.
yeah, I think the brutality just makes me deeply happy. Which is why I love games like The Last of Us because there's like a
Get
part
to
where he pops the guy's knee off, like he shoves
yes.
a knife in his kneecap and then pops it out, and it just the first time I saw that I was so excited because I'm a sick human being. I don't know what it is, but yeah, man, just stuff like that. I love brutal in-game experiences that just
Do you
it
like the
does the
It's
Mortal
like
heart good.
Kombat series?
it's especially for me. Like for me, it's like especially like satisfying if it happens to like a really like a bad character.
Yeah,
It's like you was popping all that good shit a second ago. Now you got kicked.
right, right, man. Like that boss fight in The Last of Us, that guy David. I don't know if you haven't played through, I'm not going to give anything away. But
Yeah,
man, he
that's
talks
okay, man.
crap through
You
the
can
whole
say
thing,
it.
and it's so. Oh man, that boss fight's so hard. I've beaten the game on every level, like even like grounded, where they take away part of your abilities and everybody's really hard to kill. You get 2 health packs. My entire playthrough, I can only remember getting two, being able to heal twice.
Dang. The whole
Yeah,
game with
it was.
like you taking like extra damage and all that.
Yeah. You take extra damage. You don't do as much damage. Basically, it's if you're gonna shoot, you're gonna shoot them in the head. If you don't shoot them in the head, it's basically a mess.
Rainbow Six Siege life.
Yeah. So honestly, a lot of my a lot of the combat that I did in that game was hand to hand. Like, so I would come through and I'd like choke one guy out, and the last dude I would just bash his head in with a brick or something.
Yeah.
And for it was like you can pick up the bricks, and if you hit them with a brick, if you have a hand weapon, the next shot you take is just going to take them out. So that was like my thing. I go pick up a brick or a bottle, throw it at them, run up, and just deck them in the head with a board.
It's kind of like fluff,
yeah, yeah. That's exactly like that.
Yeah, and then someone gets you like, how did I get but getting hit with like a barrel? How did I get from like 100 health to like 22?
Yeah. Some people throw chairs and boxes at you and fall.
Yeah, and they do like a crazy amount of damage. It's so like non-immersive, just like someone knifing you in like Siege or in like FPS games like Call of Duty.
But the thing I like about the knifing
it's an instant kill, but
yeah, it's like instant kill. What do you have, like some sort of like magical knife or something? Or are we in real life right now?
The cool thing about FOF is the knife kills, because I've dragged the Bowie knife that you get across someone's face and just leaves this huge bloody gash, but it doesn't kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, they act like anytime you touch anybody with your knife, they just instant die.
Instant kill. What is it like? Is it like one of those like magical, blades that sharpen so much that
Spetsnaz knife.
Like you can drop a hair on it long ways and it'll split it. Like
yeah.
Man.
Oh man, the what is it? The ballistic knife in Black Ops and stuff. That was an instant kill too. You just had to hit them with it once. I used to kill people like that sometimes. It was pretty fun.
Yeah,
especially when you're playing hardcore. Man, I always play hardcore because I like to get pistol kills.
Pistol kills.
People get so mad. Yeah, but seriously, like my hardcore, like my loadout for hardcore team deathmatch is no primary weapon, and just a handgun. Like a handgun with an RMR on it if the game lets me have it. If not, like sights.
On the subject of handguns, last night in BF2, Josh was there to witness this, I think. I got basic pistol combat, which apparently is hard to get.
Yeah.
I was so proud of that.
It's like a pistol sniper, man.
Dude, that's awesome.
I love using pistols in games. I really love the American M9 in there. It has such a nice tinny after sound because it's like ping, ping, ping.
Oh, so that's what that was. Okay.
Yeah. I also like dumping 15 rounds of someone's face at close range in a mere matter of seconds. They're like hosing at me, just like.
Man, I like one of my favorite videos, just like any gaming video, is that guy playing Battlefield. I don't even know which Battlefield it was. I haven't played that much of it. But he's Toko and he'll like set C4 on a plane and wait for one of his buddies to get into it and blow it up. Like or he'll set it on a helicopter and they'll like go up and just click boom. Like F you.
The rage in that one, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, he was like, I'm gonna find out where you live and kill you. That's expert. Like, I don't even care how this game ends. I just want to mess with you.
Oh yeah.
The memories from doing that are like way better than winning.
Yeah, it's much more satisfying.
It's one of the reasons why I play for I live for the really intense matches. That it doesn't matter if I win or lose. It's just so chaotic, and it's just this push and pull and push and pull and ebb and flow of the thing. It's like, this is the game I was waiting for all night. Not just I completely dominated the whole thing. There was no challenge.
Yeah,
the ones where it's like, did we win? Did we not win? One of the best matches I ever was in. We won with one ticket left. Compared to 0, it's like 1.
It was funny. I got curious, and I went on my brother's user on the PlayStation. I was playing Overwatch, and I mean, I played a lot of Overwatch, and I played with like really high tier people, people in gold, people in diamond and stuff like that, or people in platinum and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So, usually when you join their game, it's up on their level. So I usually play with pretty high players, and I was playing on his on his user, and he's like, I think I got him to like level 5, just starting out, bare bones people. And it was amazing, like, because I would just clutch it. I would go through and I kill the entire team. I got like 2 team kills. Like just boop, 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 boop. And people are like, why is he so aggressive? Like, I don't know what to do. And I just like run through this entire team basically by myself. I took one of the payloads by myself, kept it until it went, and then basically moved the payload while everybody else was fighting. I'm the only one doing anything. Just
ninja.
Yeah, just carry the team. Ninja, that's fine.
Yep.
It is. So it's really funny. So sometimes it is nice to just clutch it. But I mean,
they have a saying in Siege. It's clutch or kick.
Mm-hmm.
If everyone else is dead, clutch or kick.
Gee, you better go ham. I want you to get it, son.
I'll be like, this is why I start off like most like every match. Like, hey guys, just to let you know, I have potato aim. Okay. So,
I ended up killing like 3 people. Well, I killed all my teammates because they're being stupid. So I killed all of them with my shotgun, and I was like, bloof, 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 and basically one-shotted them because it was like, like 3 feet.
Right.
And then I ran through like half of the enemy team. I killed 3 dudes just as they're coming. I was like, bam, headshot, bam, headshot. And I was like, I was like, I might do it. And then some dude dropped down from the ceiling and just shot me in the head. And I was like, well, that's it. I ended up getting kicked from that game after that because I killed my whole team.
So toxic.
Like this guy's a douchebag.
No, I do that if I get pissed.
Yeah. Shoot your teammate.
I just hate like if you're in Siege you have to be really fast around corners because somebody gets a drop on you.
Mm-hmm.
They will get a drop on you if they're watching that corner. So you have to do a fast speed. So people don't do that, and they always die. And they take me with them.
Why are you standing in the fire?
No, I'm like standing like right next to him, and then all of a sudden, hey, there comes a nitro cell, and lo and behold, people get blown up. So,
I was playing hardcore with a buddy, and I was playing his house. We're playing Black Ops 2, and so we're on split screen, and we're kind of following each other, taking corners, stuff like that, and we're working real well together. And I get on this dude, and I bring my rifle up, and I'm just dumping into this guy's general direction. Right when I do that, my buddy walks right in front, walks his head into my bullets. Yeah, just like blah. And I ended up I killed somebody else, and then eventually we got kicked because he kept walking in front of me. I'm like, dude, stop it, you suck.
GTFO my LOF.
Yeah, seriously. Damn.
And it's just common sense stuff like that. If it's I don't mind playing with like noob people because I'm a noob too.
Yeah.
But if it comes to like common sense stuff like that, like walking into people's line of fire, not looking at the corners before you like start running into it, that just kind of makes me leave because I'm like, why do I want to play with someone like that?
Yeah, but what's that?
And a lot of people that tell me, like, oh hey, chill, dude. I'm just high right now. I'm drunk and I'm high and I'm just wanting to play. I mean, I can understand that, but just stop.
I'm sorry, but you're aggravating. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to hop off of here.
All right, we can wrap it up here. Actually, I'm getting ready to get off too. So that was this week's show. Hopefully, you'll catch us again, despite the fact that no one was watching. Somebody will watch eventually.
Possibly.
Probably. We'll catch you next episode, and
everybody comes here for me.
Yeah, they really do. Cool music plays. Let's go down.